What's your why? What is the reason you're doing this? You know, everyone says they want more, they want to have more money, more success, more fame, more notoriety. They want to live in a bigger house. They want to drive a fancier car. But why? What does that mean for you? What does success mean for you? And that answer is going to be different for each and every individual because what success means to me may not mean that to you. For some people, just being comfortable it's successful. Other people having that title. I'm the CEO of my own company, or I've made it the CEO of a corporation that you work for. But your why is what's going to propel you. You got to have a strong enough why because it's going. Achieving your goals and becoming successful is far from easy. But I believe with consistent action, you have to be consistent every single day. You have to be consistent. There is no such thing as days off with that. When you're shooting for your goal and you're striving to be successful and you want to be the best motivational speaker, you want to be the best basketball player, you want to be the best football player, you want to be the best teacher, you want to be the best chef, the best parent, whatever it is that you're stressing and striving for, you have to take consistent action. And your why has to be strong enough for you to withstand all the turbulence, the ups, the downs, the pitfalls that you're going to incur along the way because it's going to be difficult. There's going to be days that you can't stand it. Oh my gosh, I wish I could just, quit. You're going to have those days. You're going to have those thoughts. It's going to creep in your back of your mind. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I can't be successful. Maybe I can't make six figures a year. But if your why is strong enough, you got to have something so strong that it pulls you towards it. So every morning when you wake up, you're excited to attack that action. You're not waking up like, oh man, here I go. I got to go to this job again. It sucks. No, when you have that strong why and you know why you're doing it, I'm doing it so my kids never ever have to struggle ever. I'm doing this so when my son says he's ready to go to college, I don't have to say, oh, well, daddy can't afford that kind of, university. Maybe you should try community college. So everybody's why is different, but your why has to be strong enough. The goal has to be big enough. And the great thing about goals, even if you set a large goal, you can break it down into small chunks so that you can have a lot of many successes that'll allow you to get to where you want to go. Because each success, you start building momentum. It's like a little ball. It starts rolling and it starts forming and it gets a little bit bigger. Then it gets a little bit bigger. With each little roadblock and hurdle that you've overcome, and you look back and you say, wow, look how far I've come. I started here. And, sometimes it's a process. It's definitely a process. But when you can start seeing things that you've done because you're taking these actions, that's the beauty of it. And, that's when you feel like, man, when you're at the gym and you're like, man, I don't think I got any more left in me. And you give it that 5 more reps. Boom, 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 when you walk away and you left everything you had on that basketball court, on that football field, on that baseball diamond. It all comes from you having a strong enough why. There's too many average people in the world. Who wants to be average? I don't think that an individual out here wakes up like, hey, I just want to have an average life. No one wants to be average. Average is boring, and you don't want a boring life. So if you want an above average life and you want to live in an above average lifestyle, you have to have consistent effort, and it has to be an above average consistent effort every single day. You can't give 20% today and say, oh, I'll make it up tomorrow by giving 180. No, you got to give 100 every single day. There is no days off. One thing I recommend everybody do, even if it takes you going to sleep an hour earlier, but to wake up an extra hour every single day. So if you normally got up at 7 o'clock, now you need to start getting up at 6 o'clock. If you were a 6 o'clock riser, then you need to be a 5 a.m. riser. If you were already a 5 a.m. riser, that's still not enough. You need to get up an hour earlier because you need to take that first hour of your day to get your mind in the game. You have to get in the game. You got to prepare yourself. You got to understand what you're looking for, why you're about to go out here and do what you're going to do today. And even with that hour, plan your day out. How am I going to, what am I going to attack? What are the 3 things? Because I believe every day you should have 3 main things that you want to get accomplished, all right? Every single day. So whatever your purpose is and whatever it is that you're working on, every day 3 things needs to go towards that. And you have to keep going every single day. And I'm not saying only 3, but for bare minimum, I'm going to do these 3 things. So if you take that hour, once you rise, you get up, whatever you do, if you're a coffee drinker, or if whatever, however you maneuver, you do your thing, but you go ahead and then you take that hour and you start planning your day. What am I going to do? All right, cool. These are the 3 things that I know I need to get done today. And then prioritize. All right. And make whatever's the hardest thing you feel. Like if it's that phone call you're dreading to make. Oh man, I don't want to take this call. May not work out. I'm scared. I'm nervous. That's the first thing you need to have on that list. Boom, I got to get this call out the way. If you're writing a book, okay, cool. I'm going to set aside an hour, 2 hours of my day dedicated towards this, the next chapter of my book. So whatever it is, whatever your goal is, whatever it is, that thing that you're striving for, that you're pushing for, get up an hour early. I promise you in your world. If you can get up that extra hour, make some things happen, you start seeing some success by being prepared. Preparation. That's what luck is. Because there's no real such thing as luck. Luck is when hard work meets preparation. All the greats, man, all the athletes, the Michael Jordans, the best actors, the Will Smiths, they all say the same thing. Yeah, they have some kind of talent. It's agreeable. They do have some kind of talent. But it's the ridiculous amounts of preparation that allow them to be that great person. Michael Jordan, that game-winning shot that he hit against Utah, it wasn't, it was a great moment. But that already happened in his mind over and over and over because he replayed it. He's practiced it every single day. That same shot, getting to that spot. So it's really just that preparation and making sure that you're prepared. And like I say, I'm a sports guy, so I liken everything to sports. Like you have to get in that zone, It's a rough world, man. Especially when you tell someone, "Oh yeah, I'm about to be a motivational speaker for myself." Like and my friends are looking at me like, "Really? That's crazy." Don't really believe him. Don't know if he can do it. Even though they all say I have the gift of gab, but still you get a lot of naysayers. Your family's like, "Oh, you're gonna give up your great job to go do this? Oh, that's risky." And I laugh because to me, what's risky is going to a job every day, going to a job that has no security, that your future is in someone else's hands. To me, that's very risky, as opposed to me taking full control of what I want. And all of us, we all have something that we love to do, so you have to find what it is that you love to do and then go do it. Find a way to make money from it. If you love to cook, I'm not saying you to quit your job, but maybe you start, find a way to get money from it. Maybe you cook on the weekends and sell dinners. Maybe you cook and try to get on a TV show so you can have your own cooking show, or you get on that show where you can win $50,000 or so just from cooking. So whatever your thing that you love to do, that's your purpose in life. If you're not doing what you love, I believe it was Les Brown that said you're committing spiritual suicide when you're not doing the things that you love. That thing. And we all know what that thing is. But a lot of us don't even want to ask that question. We'd just rather get up and wash our face, go to work, go to school, go play ball, whatever you do, just to get through your day, to get through those 8 hours. But it's so much more than that. It's not life. When you're doing what you love, that's when you start living. Because you're excited. You feel it. You got this excitement built up in your chest. You can't wait till the next day. It's a whole different feeling when you can wake up and you're excited about what you have going on and what it is you got to look forward to. And when you're doing what you love, it makes it that much easier. So yeah, okay, cool. I had a little bump in the road today. No problem. But if you were doing something you hated, oh man, that's the worst day ever. I can't believe this. This day sucked. Oh, I need a drink. I'm about to smoke a joint or a skimmy cigarette. I'm about to do something crazy, like whatever, Until you start doing the things you love, that's when life will start changing and life will start happening. And then you'll start living instead of just being alive and merely existing. Stopped there. It was a good little 10-minute joint.